want to come and do something different. Oh, I can't vote for you, or may you come out together and all kind of madness. That is a serious level of ignorance. And it is one that I don't subscribe to. So the message for St. Michael East have to be a serious message. We have to go away from party loyalty. We need to stop selling out for a plate of food, a cup of Marby, a free fare. Yeah, boy. This is the bomb foot up in the air, walking back, boots in the back. You know? We have to. This is disgusting. And this is why when I used to go to political organizations, they had a mixed bag, because I would go to the B's, I would go to the D's. You would get a good laugh, but as a young woman, to be quite honest, that wanted to set up a business, there were no tips for me. It's just the same old warm over soup. There's nothing. So this is why I was able to found the Bajan People Movement, because the gutter politics, I don't want a part of this nastiness. It's keeping our young people away. I want young people to take over the Bajan People Movement. It's not for family. If someday one of my children take it over, so be it, but not because you mother started it. You think you entitled to it. No, it ain't so. It isn't nothing like that. When you come in here, you're not, oh yeah, I want to jump and join them. Yeah, I want to run. You got to come with election reports. Because when you hit that platform, you got to be able to say St. Michael East was created in 1981. Don Blackman took it home. He have the most votes, a 3469. You got to give them facts. It was created and contested for the first time for the June 1981 election. It was among it was three that were added from the previous election. You have to be able to speak substance. This is disgusting. Casting out this body, nasty. If you gotta do that to get a job, what is it saying about you? Representation of the people, for me personally, is just that. Representing my people. So I gotta take my politics serious. I can't come to them with no hogwash. I can't come to them with no old warm out sour soup. The message gotta be fresh. When you walk away from my political meeting, you gotta hear things like, I can do that tomorrow. Thanks. Nothing so you get. It's always casting out this body, telling this body about the matter. This body's a rat boxy fella. This body is, I can kill your dog, your cat, your measly rat in the yard. Politics, and they like the little jabs here and there. But because of this nastiness, our young people, and what we need is fresh ideas. We need fresh young minds. Because they're young, fresh, and green, coming off UE scene, coming off. A lot of them do law and politics. They work in digital stores. They work in here, they work in there. They're not getting the fee because it's nasty. Even what's happening to me is nasty. I was one of the first students into Dighton Griffith School in 1991. But because of who I am, the seriousness of me, they gonna muzzle me. You understand? Cause I tell them that they can hurt fast. But I am not in debt to the whites, the Indians, and the Syrians. Because my ancestors, this right to vote, this right to put my name on the ballot, to get some access, to represent my people, and to say to them, it is time, St. Michaelis, for political peace. It is also time for us to have a first woman that understands that the maternity leave, that the Employment of Women Maternity Leave Act, Caption 345A, has not seen an amendment since its commencement, and the date is July the 19th, 1976. So it's going to be 42 years. And these women in politics have not done a damn thing for women other than be in politics. It is like they get into politics and you may like to lead them to a door and tell them to take out the vagina. Because you come into politics as a woman, you have to represent the vagina between your legs. They may know how to eat it, they know how to beat it, but they don't have one. And we have to stand up and say, hey, it is time. We want 6 months. But you have to give something to get something. It is like negotiations. You have to bring something to the negotiating table. Because we can't train the NIS fund. So what we want to do, we want to have 6 months maternity leave and 4 months unemployment. And what the 6 months maternity leave will do, it would mean young women now would have to be trained, would train themselves, because for 6 months they will have a job, which is work experience. A lot of people tell you, yeah, you need 5 years work experience and all of this, but you learn so much in 6 months. Because the time you get to the first and the second year, actually you're doing the same thing over and over and over. This is why I had to have different jobs, because I bore easy. I can't deal with that. And plus two, it gives you a feel of all different areas. You see how pop down these wages are, you know. And this is what politics, it is time we get. And it has to be a new day, a new dawn, a new era, and it has to be a way to do business in BIM. Our young men has to train themselves. We have to train them. We have a nice soar at the airport. Barbados is beautiful. And when we cut down the crime rate, people will come here. We already have Barbados. We have to see Barbados as a product. And it has to be marketed properly. Because I would have had life at the airport as a teenager, hustling up there with the Voyager restaurant. I realized we had people that used to be here, business people, and when I used to go over and greet them, welcome to Barbados, there were nobody from the tourism industry doing that. This is where we can put some of these young men to work. To be up there, like, dress, obviously, pull your pants up, because this sagging is fagging, and then they end up in the prison to be somebody's girlfriend. So we want to be able to say to them, listen to me, young man. Clean yourself up and come to me. There's hope for you. Obviously, the sky is the limit. But when it comes to us black people, we have to limit ourselves. Why? But then when we want to push forward, we pull each other back. Instead of saying, I with you. Freak the rest. I'm facing a serious fire here. I'm being sold out by my family for a plate of food. for a cup of Morby, for free fare. They don't know the kind of message they're sending to people, because now they're kind of like this type of jump on a bandwagon type of situation. But I'm the kind of person, once you disrespect me, you're gone. Family, friend, or foe. You take a hike. Cause I'm a Leo woman. I don't make that kind of sport. I'm a serious woman. Don't let the cute face fool you. Don't let the pretty hair fool you. I'm a serious flipping woman. You understand? I'm a straightforward person. I beat it around the bush. I ain't a brand name person to know that. I too clean for politics. But I know I'm a beast. They know I can come with legislations. That's why the whole the interview, it was sweet. You can't got a first time candidate named Rosie Daisy speaking like if she's a seasoned politician and she really leading a political organization named the Bajan People Movement, aka the BPM, making the two women, the two other female leaders, and she younger than them, look really bad. Because they ain't talking about the Maternity Leave Act, Caption 345A. But these women supposed to be legal women. So these women in politics are making sport. They're not representing the divine, well, my case, my vagina divine, the divine vagina between their legs. They're not. This is your girl realizes. This is the people's goddess. This is the people's warrior. This is Isis our king. This is aka 360 degrees. And the message has to be serious. Because I love my people. I want to see them do well. I walk among them. I love walking among my people. It's one of the greatest joys. I want to see them happy. I want to see our sons put these guns down, take up a skill, do something positive for their lives.